Hello guys, welcome back to United Daily News and let's talk January transfers. Well, where our last game, the 1-0 loss to Everton, I'm not going to talk about that because I honestly feel there's a lot of changes needed in the squad and at least 2 to 3 players need to come in and a few players need to go out. Well, I'll start off with our problems that we have, and that is obviously the midfield. That is the main concern I have for United's season. Without Carrick, we seem to have no midfield, no creativity, no flair, or no control of the tempo of the game. Carrick has done his best in the United shirt last season, but it's too much to ask for a 32, 33-year-old to carry our midfield. You don't see Barcelona, Real Madrid, or in Bayern Munich with one midfielder in their team, do you? One standout midfielder. No, you don't. For us, we've given Cleverley his chance, but after that injury, he's not shown the potential that he used to have, and he's not United quality. The same goes to Anderson, who I hope gets at least 30 minutes or more, at least an hour of playtime in one of these games, to prove himself. Players like Ashley Young, who I cannot stand, need to leave, and players like possibly Valencia could depart in a move for a swap deal, possibly. So, let's look at what we have here. Players coming in. We could look at a wide range of players, and I'll start off by saying the usual that's been going on since years and years, Wesley Sneijder. However old he is, 28, 29, he will improve our squad. He is that type of playmaker that we need. He will improve our squad at the moment, and he's a great player. We don't need potential, we need somebody that can improve it right now and produce in the best league in the world. Then we've got players like Gundogan, Draxler, Royce, Herrera, and Cabaye. You might look at Herrera and say he's not worth the money that was apparently asked for, like around 36 million to 40 million. You might say he's not worth that, but United are in a dire state. They are in a very, very bad position. 9th in the league, and with no midfield. Carrick's injured. Fellaini will take time to settle in, but he's not doing so well as I expected him to. So, all these players that I just named are some creative, and obviously players like Cabaye are not world class. But then you've got players like Gundogan who are bright prospects and great players. Draxler is another prospect, and Royce is a winger, obviously. But I don't see them coming in January, and that's my worry, my main worry. Why couldn't Ed Woodward sign these players in the summer? We could have signed Ozil, but we didn't. Obviously, because there was Kagawa, Wayne Rooney in that position. But you just never turn down a world-class player. Unfortunately, on that occasion, we did. And it's obviously biting us back now. But there is a way we can come back. And obviously, I think we cannot challenge for the title, but we can finish in the top 4, top 3. If we pick on from the Newcastle game. Without Carrick in midfield, I just worry a lot, and changes need to come in. Players need to come in, basically. a lot of money needs to be spent in January, and overpriced or whatever, United need to spend the money no matter what. 60 million in January looks like a huge sum. 2 to 3 players coming in. I see David Moyes sorting the squad out, with Ashley Young going out, Anderson, and probably Tom Cleverley leaving as well. Because Nick Powell will come in next year and obviously return back from loan, and I see him doing a better job than Cleverley, to be honest. And you might think Cleverley is a decent player. I admit he has good ball retention. He likes to do this one touch passing, quick movement, but he's not United quality. Absolutely no way. And I just feel really terrible because he was compared to the great Paul Scholes and he's not lived up to that expectation. Some players do live up to that expectation, but he hasn't. Anderson, we all know the story. I'd like to see him play more, but it doesn't look like he's going to get in the squad at the moment. We're relying on a 40-year-old, Ryan Giggs, to be creative and be the playmaker in our team, which is absolutely ridiculous. You don't see teams like Barcelona, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, Arsenal in that case, Chelsea, rely on a 40-year-old to be their most creative player. We're missing that creative player. Kagawa, I don't think he will ever get used to the United style of play. He's been given a run of games now, and he needs to prove himself. Played well against Leverkusen, no doubt, and that hat-trick that he scored, against Norwich. But the best game in the United shirt, for me, was the Leverkusen game. Obviously, that was in Germany, and he's dominated the German league before, but will he ever learn adapt to the pace of the Premier League and the physical needs of the Premier League? I'm in two minds about that, but we'll just have to wait and see by the end of the season. By the end of the season, if he doesn't perform, I'd hate to say it, but he has to leave. And other players will have to come in. Because at the end of the day, that's football. We cannot keep a player who does not perform. And obviously he has potential to be one of the best players in the United team, but the only thing that's stopping him is Wayne Rooney, who had an absolutely terrible game against Everton for some reason. I just feel he's really tired and he will get that much needed break as he's out for the Newcastle game. So yeah, guys, those are the players I think we need to come in. Let's sum it up. Gundogan, Schneider, Royce, Draxler, Herrera, Cabaye, any two of these players, or three in that case, and probably Baines as well. Left back is Evra just doesn't look himself anymore. And yeah, any three of those players, and two midfielders are needed. We have to sign them. We have to sign them. And a few players need to go out. Anyways, guys, leave me your thoughts below. And just so you know, I'm backing Moyes. No matter how frustrated I get, I will never say Moyes out. Just remember that. United for life. See you later, guys. Thank you for watching. Leave your comments below. See you.